Okay, I am back in Chicago. I am at my grandma's house right now because both my brothers were sleeping and I didn't want to record and wake them up. So here I am. My parents picked me up in Arkansas. We spent the weekend in Tennessee and now I'm back in Chicago. I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be back with my animals and be in my own house with my own bed and have my car back. But the weather here, like Arkansas was about 70 degrees every day. So I think it's like 50 something today. And it's just ugly out. The sun's not out. It looks like it's gonna rain soon. So I need to move somewhere where it's warm. But anyways, so that's just a little life update. I'm back in Chicago for the time being. Not this weekend, but next weekend I'm gonna be in Ohio, and then the weekend after that I'm gonna be in Missouri, and then I think I might go to Florida at the beginning of what month are we in? April, March, May, at the beginning of May. Yes. Okay. I finished it. I did it. I finished all 5 Game of Thrones books, and we actually bought the prequel, I think it's called Fire and Blood, to listen to when we're driving to Florida. My whole family's going to Florida at the end of May, so I'm going to be reading / listening to that one at the end of May. But I just did the 5 main ones for March. It was hard. I had to read about 200 or more pages a day to finish them all, and the first one took me a week and a half, which I did not mean for it to take, but I was just acclimating to the new environment in Arkansas, and so I didn't have as much time to read. I was getting to know the people I was living with and getting to know my routine. And then so finally, after I filmed that first video reviewing the first Game of Thrones book, and I was 270 pages into the second one, I did the math and I was like, if I need to finish these by the end of the month. If I'm going to be finishing these by the end of the month, this is how many pages a day I have to read, finishing one every 4 or 5 days. So I did it. It was close. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to, but we ended up listening to parts of the last book on the drive home from Tennessee. So that really helped to get me to be able to finish it. But I read the other ones completely through and listened to it. We listened to it for 7 hours and it only got through about 100 pages. Those audiobooks are slow. But was it only 100 pages? Yeah, it was not a lot. But it helped. It helped. Okay. I'm just gonna go through them really fast and tell you guys what I rated them, and yeah, yes. And then I'll tell you guys my overall reaction on them, which you'll see. If you follow my Instagram account, which I don't think anybody, my 5 subscribers, hey guys, I don't think any of you guys follow me on Instagram, but oh, and I changed my name.
So I got distracted right here and didn't finish my thought, and all I wanted to say was if you follow my Instagram account, you'll see what I rated them or had rated them on there. But I did change my name, and I talked about it in this video, but it's not going to be in this video. I'm going to throw it in a different video.
If you watched my other video on the first review of the first book, I gave this one an 8 out of 5, and I just want to say right now that I think I scored them too high when I first read them. I think I scored them based off of the show rather than off of the book itself, because in retrospect, looking back, in an entertainment value, I would have given this only a 6. It was boring. That's all I have to say. It's the first season written down. It wasn't bad, but I mean, even the first season of Game of Thrones is kind of boring. Come at me. It is. There's just a lot of information and not a lot of story. I mean, there's a lot of character development, I guess. I guess you could say that. Whatever. Prove me, I want you guys to fight me on this. Tell me wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Change my mind, please. The second one, wrong one. The second one, oh shoot. I have them all out of order. I did not prepare well for this. Is this the second one? Yeah. The second one, Clash of Kings. I originally rated it an 8.75 because it was more interesting than the first one. There was a little bit more story to it. I really liked the difference of Arya's character in this book. But like I said, 8.75 the first time around, and I think I'd give it a 7.5. No, a 7. No, 7.5. I'll give it revised 7.5. I think it was a lot more interesting and easier to get through than the first one. The next one I have is A Storm of Swords. This is the third book, and I gave it an 8.5. Honestly, I don't remember this one at all. It was not very memorable. Was this the one that... Yeah, okay. The entire novel, I remember giving it that high of a score because of the last paragraph in the epilogue was just like a whole crap. But that was it. I think a revised score, I would give it a 7.75 maybe. Solely for the last paragraph of the epilogue. If you want to read it, if you read any of the books out of them, just read the last paragraph. If you've seen the series, you'll be like, oh, that's different. The next one, A Feast for Crows. Holy crap, guys. I hated this. I didn't want to get through it. I wanted to stop reading it. I did not enjoy this. Wow. I think that I've only had one other book that I despised so much. It also could have been because I was reading them so close together and so much. It was so much Game of Thrones. So that could have also been a reason why I really did not like this one so much. But I talked to my friend who had read this, and he said that it was also very boring to him. And this one I gave a 6 out of 10, and I'm sticking by that one. Maybe even a 5 out of 10. It was, wow, yeah. That's all I have to say about this one. If you read the series, you can just leave this one out. It doesn't add to the story. You wouldn't be lost. No, you wouldn't be lost. You would just have to... No, you wouldn't be lost because the last one, A Feast for Crows, it takes place during... Or A Feast for Crows. A Dance with Dragons, it takes place during the same time as A Feast for Crows. So when A Dance with Dragons starts, it goes back to where A Feast for Crows started. Yeah, A Feast for Crows. So this one, though... Ooh. If you're gonna read any of them, read this one. I gave it a 9 out of 10. That's unrevised. Like that's what I'm sticking with. That's the. Sorry, my hair. Okay, that's the. Yes, it was good. It was easy to get through. It's the longest one. It's 1,000 and something pages, and I got through this one. I didn't think I was gonna be able to finish it because I only had 4 days left to finish this. And I was like, it's the longest one. Even the font spacing, here you can see how small and like close together it is, which is different than the rest of them, where the font's a little bit bigger and the spacing's farther apart. I don't know if you can see that, but it is. So my overall impression of the novels is, if you have not seen the series yet, read the books first, then watch the series, because it will just be like you read the books, then you get to experience it visually, which is amazing. And I really wish I would have read the books before I saw this series. But if you have already seen the series and you want to read the books, the only book I suggest reading is A Dance with Dragons. Something big happens, or not, I guess nothing really happens, but like something big is revealed in it, which makes the entire series that doesn't happen in the show, or it might, I don't know, it might happen in April, who knows. But yeah, so that's all I have for you guys today. For right now, I'm gonna film a bunch of other videos. I have so much news and stuff to tell you guys. So that's it for today. Have a great day. Spend some time with your family, spend some time reading, and spend some time doing what you love. Bye.